English for Quarter 1, Week 5 on its Part 2. Let us play, learn, and grow together. This is the part 2 of structure, purpose, and language features of different text types. Text types refer to basic types of writing. They are categorized as factual or literary. Factual text types are used to inform, recount, instruct, or persuade readers. So again, factual text types are used to inform, recount, instruct, or persuade readers. Examples of factual text types include speeches, recounts, historical documents, government reports, instructional and procedural texts, and persuasive texts. On the other hand, literary text types are used to entertain using language formed and structured in creative manner. I repeat, literary text types are used to entertain using language formed and structured in creative manner. Let us proceed to the purposes of text types. Text types have three main purposes: to entertain, to inform, or to persuade. Let us talk about this one by one. To entertain. This means to provide leisure or enjoyment to readers. Again, to entertain means to provide leisure or enjoyment to readers. Of course, some of us read to entertain. The second one is to inform. To inform means to educate or instruct readers on particular details or information. Again, to inform means to educate or instruct readers on particular details or information. So that's a fact. Some reading materials that we have are informative, isn't it? The third one is to persuade. To persuade means to ask readers to believe on a particular issue or stand. This also allows one to do something caused by sound argumentation. Again, to persuade means to ask readers to believe on a particular issue or stand. This also allows one to do something caused by sound argumentation. So we have the editorial. A very good writer, especially those editorial writers, know how to persuade the readers. How about structures of text types? Text types are formed in structured ways. These structures are as follows. First, we have the description. Description describes a person, place, events, animals, and so on. Can you follow? Again, description describes a person, place, events, and animals, and so on. The second one is the sequence, instruction, or process. This provides steps in performing an action or order of event. So again, this provides steps in performing an action or order of event. The third one is the cause and effect. Cause and effect seeks to identify what happened and how or why it happened. It seeks to identify what happened and how or why it happened. That is the cause and effect. Next is the compare and contrast. Compare and contrast provides similar and or dissimilar information about two persons, places, event, animals, and so on. Here, we're going to compare and contrast the things. So again, compare and contrast provide similar and or dissimilar information about two persons, places, events, animals, and so on. The last one is the problem and solution. What is all about problem and solution? This one states the problem and the possible solution. Of course, if there's a problem, there's also a possible solution for this. Once again, a problem and solution states the problem and the possible solutions. So again, for the structures of text types, we have the description, the sequence, instruction, and process, the cause and effect, the compare and contrast, and the last one, we have the problem and solution. So, dear grade 4 learners, before we end up our discussion, let me remind you, be kind to yourselves. English lang yan. Ang mahalaga, you're trying and you're learning. O, diba? Remember, with Teacher Kat, you'll learn a lot. So, that's all for today. See you again. Bye! Syukran, maraming salamat. Thank you!